I just learned that AI can help me prepare board meetings faster. Uh, I can also create chat GPT version of my role model like this. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. I think I see what you're saying, Cleopatra. Is the chat disabled? Is that why? Okay, I see. Okay. Okay, so the reality, if we have someone here new to prompting, please let me know and you don't understand anything, and then we can just quickly go back for you. So the most business cases. So here, my focus is to help a small business owner and entrepreneur who cannot afford a full team. So you have a business, I think you know, as small business owners, you're wearing multiple hats. One minute you're paying invoices, the next minute you're doing marketing, the next thing you're out going to events, you're doing a lot of things. So I was thinking to myself, there has to be a way where AI can actually help you do that. And not the complex AI, but the normal everyday AI tools such as ChatGPT and Gemini. There has to be a way that it makes lives easier for our entrepreneurs and small business owners. So as a business owner, you have the marketing that you have to do for your business, because if you don't do the marketing, then no one knows about your business. I remember Hetty, the entrepreneur, said that, if Coca Cola is still investing money in marketing, why aren't you doing that for your business? So, marketing is a huge part of your business, whatever you do, even a side hustle. And then there's content creation, which goes hand in hand with marketing, but also content creation refers to newsletters and also internal content, especially if you have a team of people that you're working with. And then you have strategy. Strategy can be your business strategy, it can be your brand equity thing. Mandy and I attended, so that is part of the business strategy that you are doing, anything to help your business move forward. And then, of course, there's research. You have to be able to know who your target audience is, what's trending in your industry, what's working, what's not working. That's all part of the research that AI can dive deeper for you. Um, and you can ask AI to help you understand certain things about your industry, about your business, about your service offerings. Maybe you're not packaging your products well. That is all part of the research. And then, of course, there's customer communication, customer service, and being able to fulfill whatever your business is all about. So, the evolution of using AI. So there's prompting. I think most of us know what prompting is. If you are on ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Grok, that question that you ask to the AI to help you write that email, give you advice, that is a prompt. So that is the first level of using AI. A lot of us use it. A lot of us use it like it's Google. And then you have the assistant. So this is where you'll have um, and you assign AI an assistant to say, okay, you are my digital assistant. Also, this is done using prompting. The last time I think we covered the frameworks of prompting, that whenever you prompt, you need to assign the prompt a role. You have to give it the task, you have to give it the context. So if you assign it the role of being your assistant or of being that team member that you're missing, then it can help you thoroughly with that. And then we have GPT. If you are using ChatGPT, I'm sure you see this on ChatGPT. So here it's you creating a reusable aspect. So if I say in my team currently I need a sales or a head of sales, that GPT will be like my sales expert, and I can go back and reuse it whenever I need advice from like a salesperson, because most people think they are not sales minded. So you can create a GPT for that, to say, okay, as my head of sales advised me on this. How do I do this? That is a GPT. It's reusable. And also it's detailed. I'll show you examples now of the different, uh, and then the last one is the agent. So this is an AI agent. So this is like a workflow. This is to execute a workflow, the AI agent. So this is like the evolution of um, AI, using AI at the moment that most people go through. A lot of us, we are doing prompting, assistant, GPTs. Only a few people actually do the GPTs consistently. But I feel like if you get it right, then it might actually work well for your business. So if we look at one example, which is marketing, I think I'll choose the one from, which examples did I choose here? If you look at the marketing, maybe a problem in the marketing, and this is something I was going through recently. I was like, okay, my social media pages have been quiet. I want to become consistent again. And this is not really marketing. I actually took I went on PNet, and there was a job role for the head of marketing or something. And it was actually quite interesting to create a GPT just for that role. Now I can't find it, but yeah, now I can seem to find it here. So if a normal entrepreneur, small business owners, because you're wearing multiple hats, you're not posting, and maybe your business, you're providing a service or a product that needs engagement. I know sometimes people have like TikToks that work for them when they're selling something. If you're in fashion, people follow you on TikTok and see those trends. So if you're challenged to say, but I don't have time to be on social media, I'm not consistent, that is something that you can ask AI to help you with. Of course, if you want to start with prompting, you start with prompting. There's a way for you to actually create your content, automate it, and post it for you. So here we will try to resolve it with the four different types that I showed you. So we have prompting, AI assistant, GPT, and AI agents. And the reason why I'm focusing on this today and not too much on the tools, I think I got an email after the last masterclass and someone was confused with the difference between an AI assistant and a GPT. And I thought, hey, let's do another masterclass and wrap it all together. So if you look at a normal prompt, a weak prompt that people would use on ChatGPT, on Gemini, on Claude, whatever tool that you use, most of them are very similar. You can get the results there depending on how well you prompt. So if you go to the AI tool and ask it, give me social media ideas for my business, the answers will be very generic. I think ChatGPT and Claude, like their memory is actually good. So it might actually give you answers that are related to your business, your niche, but also they'll be vague. They won't have any strategy there. If that is an example of a weak prompt, if you say, okay, give me an example, give me social media ideas for my business, what ideas can I post for the next month? There will be very weak results there. Oh, I can see my screen. Okay. I think most people use AI like this. We all know someone in our friend group, in our family that uses AI like this, like Google. And then we move on to a more structured prompt. So if I say act as a social media strategist, whatever role that I assign it to, act as a digital marketer or act as a marketing expert. And then my business, this is the name of my business. And then please complete the steps. So here, This is when I would give it maybe the link to my social media profiles or anything that connects to my social media or things that I need checked, to say, okay, 5 reasons for social media inactivity, identify content pillars. Content pillars are actually very important whenever you deciding on a content um, marketing strategy. It's very important to have content pillars. I think I did a masterclass once on it, to know that if your business is providing these services, what are your content pillars? What are you posting each day? As soon as you have your content pillars, then you know that, okay, on Monday we can post videos of the latest fashion or the new product we're releasing. On Tuesday we're posting this. So it does help to have content pillars. So if you don't have that, what identify content pillars, create 7-day content plan and suggest a reel and carousel ideas. Also, there is an AI tool that actually helps with carousels to design them if you're not a Canva person. I think I'll show you guys. I found it today, so it was actually quite interesting. And then include a call to action for the AI workshops. The AI workshop, it's me because I send my business there. So you can see that this prompt already is different than the previous one. It assigns a clear role. It provides some business context. You can be more detailed there. And it does give step-by-step instruction to say, okay, this is what I need you to do as a social media strategist. And then it gives the output format. Also, the output format, it can be, if you want to download the document, included there, that it should give you a Word document, an Excel sheet, whatever output that you need. You can actually be more specific with the output that you need there. And it aligns to your goal. So this is the difference of a structured prompt compared to the easy one. So the more, if you can structure your prompts, you can get better results from prompting, which most of us do every day. I think we all use AI for something. So the problem here, I think, not consistency, but also frustration. I think most of us actually find ourselves frustrated using AI, using prompting actually. Has anyone been frustrated recently where you were asking AI for something and it didn't understand you? I can't be the only one frustrated using AI. So sometimes when you're using AI, you get frustrated with the results that you're getting or the prompts that you're doing are actually not working. Oh, okay. Okay. So if you need, I think it depends. Also, it helps to be intentional with what you are trying to do when you need AI, because I feel like AI is, it's actually very powerful. You know, artificial intelligence has existed for a long time. This is the first time that we humans get to interact with it, and we get to tap into its information, its all its knowledge. I think we are living in a world where we have information overload. That is actually the biggest problems that we have in this generation. So I honestly think that learning how to use AI effectively for your business, for your goals, whatever you want to do, and these are your big goals. I know not everyone has big goals, but whatever you want to do, like if you could do anything in the world that you actually want to do, that you actually feel like you need to do it. This is your big goal. I feel like AI can actually get you there faster. It can get you there cheaper. And it will get you there with less mistakes. I mean, I know we have to fail in life, but AI, it gets it faster, cheaper, and easier for you. So I think it's worthwhile to actually learn to use AI in a way that actually benefits you with the tools that you use every day. So a lot of times, if you have that type of goal and you want to build something, sometimes you don't know where to start in terms of, I don't know what to prompt. There's no structure, there's weak prompts that give you these weak results, or the results that you're getting, you don't know what to do with it further. And then, ooh, and sometimes you actually waste time with prompting and AI. I think if you've used tools like Lovable, they are very effective, but there are days where you feel like, okay, I'm not getting anywhere here because it does get there. Okay, there are no questions. I'll continue. So now we go to AI assistants. So AI assistants. So instead of you writing a new prompt every time, so you can design AI assistants to help you repeatedly. So now I'm focusing on AI prompting because that's a tool that we use every day, all of us here. So an AI marketing assistant. So you'll notice here the prompt is changing quite a bit. I'm saying you are my AI marketing assistant. I'm still giving it my business to say, okay, this is the City Agency Innovations. If you don't have a business, you can just share what you're doing, what your goal is. It's very important to share your goal. And then the responsibility of the AI assistant, I'm saying, okay, you have to generate social media ideas, brainstorm marketing strategies. This falls under the researching part of the business where you need new strategies. And then you have to simplify complex topics, create captions and hooks. This is, I don't actually want to go back, but this is different from going to ChatGPT and saying, give me ideas for social media. Now I'm saying instead of posting on ChatGPT that I need social media ideas for my business, I can create an AI marketing assistant to help me generate social media ideas. That is the first one. To brainstorm marketing strategies, because there's different marketing strategies for the business, for each business model, for the target audience that you want to reach. There's different marketing strategies there. And to simplify complex tech topics that might not apply to you, but to create captions and hooks. If you spend a lot of times on social media, you'll know that people actually spend time. There's actually a role for this. If you go to big businesses, there's someone that actually creates like hooks and make sure that there's engagement on the video. Now here we're not just as answering questions. So you're not saying ChatGPT to answer basic questions. You are asking the tool that you're using, whether it's Gemini or ChatGPT, you're asking it to help you think like a marketer. So whatever, it's basically like your assistant. If you have an assistant, they give you ideas, you think about them. You don't have to implement everything they say, but it helps you get there. So you moved from I need you to answer my questions, because if I say give me social media ideas, if I say 30, it will give me 30. But now as an assistant, it's helping me think. And then if you actually put this on ChatGPT, it will give you it will ask you follow-up questions to make sure that it understands what the City Agency Innovation does, so that you actually get it right. And then the GPT. I think we looked at an example of this last week, not in detail though. So the GPT, this is where the assistant is designed for a specific role and it is reusable. So if I'm saying you are the digital marketing manager for the City Agency Innovation, the responsibility would be developing content strategies, planning social media campaigns, creating content calendars, and suggesting marketing messaging. So you'll notice in the GPT, the prompt is actually detailed. Let me show you an example of a prompt for a GPT. I think the assistant one was very. So if you look at the specialized AI assistant, this is an example of a prompt. Oh, this thing is loud. Okay, so I'm saying here, you are the digital marketing manager for the City Agents Innovation. Your role is to help execute digital marketing strategies. So the responsibilities have to be in detailed, and then you give it the flow that it has to, how it actually does that. The objectives, the audience, the strategy, uh, execution, measurements. So whenever you go to this digital marketing manager, they know how to respond. They'll always respond with the objective, the audience, the strategy, the execution, and the measurements, because numbers are important in business. So this would be a nice example here. Oh, that thing is loud. So this would be an example here of a GPT, to say, okay, you are the digital marketing manager. Whatever role that you need in your business, you can create a custom GPT for it. I think if you go to ChatGPT, there are GPTs that are readily available there for people to use. Explore GPTs. If you come here to explore GPTs, and this is my free ChatGPT account. This thing is loud. So you'll see here, ChatGPT has made it easy. If you feel like you need a GPT and you don't know where to get started, you start here. So these are all their GPTs and tools. No, so it's not just um, GPTs, it's also tools. So you can create your own. You can create your own based on what you need for your business, what you need for that goal of yours. If you need a business partner, actually, someone said when you're starting a business, if you want it as a partnership, your partner should be someone that has the skills that you lack, and vice versa. So if you're using AI to actually be your partner in starting your business, your side hustle, you need to actually have a GPT to actually a specific role for that. You can create your own. You can find yours. I think that there's a lot of templates online tools, but that is what a GPT does. So for a digital marketing manager, it will simulate. It's like having a marketing strategist on your team. It is exactly that, because you create a GPT once and it's always reusable. Whenever you go back to use it, it will be like having that person on your team. And with the memory that AI tools have, like Claude and ChatGPT, it will be like you are picking off where you left. So it won't be like starting from scratch from the beginning. So a GPT, it has instructions, it has responsibilities, it has defined thinking frameworks. This is very important. The defined thinking framework. So this can be the context, or if you are in this industry, digital marketing manager, but I'm in South Africa and my business is service based. So you define all those frameworks so that when it responds, it knows it knows everything about you and what it should say, so that it gives you suggestions that will work for your business with your service offerings in South Africa. This is very important, defined thinking frameworks, because you want to be uh, on the same lane with your GPT. So that is a custom GPT. And then you have an AI agent. So an AI agent, this executes the full workflow. So it doesn't just answer questions. So so we moved here from a digital marketing manager, which is a GPT. Now we are here at marketing campaign agent. So here, and also there's tools for this, but I'm just explaining the prompting part. You are a marketing campaign agent. So when given a campaign idea, it has to define the campaign objectives, identify the audience, create social media posts, write an email promotion, suggest captions, hooks, recommend performance metrics, suggest follow-up actions. I think this is more of a marketing role. It's very important in marketing. You need the performance matrix to actually see how you're doing. So it's not just about marketing is not about creating social media posts all the time. You also have to go back and look at the numbers. Um, so now here, the agent AI now helps you execute the entire process. Again, I think this can be done uh, with tools. Last time we looked at Monday.com, most of the tools actually have AI. They are very AI agentic. So they can help you execute the entire process. So what normally I do if I create like social media content, I would get the ideas from ChatGPT. I love using Canva and CapCut for editing. Um, and then I would actually schedule everything on Metricool because Metricool is actually it handles all the posting for me because I can spend a week without being on social media, which is apparently not good. But that is the flow. That is the workflow to say, okay, now did someone say something?
Yes, it's me. What tool did you just mention that you use to just line up all your content?
Oh, I use Metricool. It's also connected to Canva. I'll show you here. Oh,
Is it free or like is there? Do you have to have like a paid subscription like with Canva?
it is free. Metricool is free. I'll show you what you get. If I feel like if you have one business, you don't need the paid version. But there's
Okay.
Metricool and then there's Buffer. It lines up all your content. You see Buffer, it actually says social media. But Metricool is better because on the free version, you have access to more channels than Buffer. Here, for your social media workplace, on Buffer, I think the free plan gives you access to two channels. So you can either connect Instagram and TikTok or Instagram and Facebook, only two. But Metricool on the free version, you can connect more. And if you have to upgrade, even when you upgrade, because I once had the paid version for both. That's how I know. When you upgrade, this is better. It makes more sense to upgrade because if you upgrade on Metricool, you can connect five different channels. So if you have five businesses that you're managing, you can connect them here. And every business will have access to these profiles here. Whereas with Buffer, when you upgrade, if you have a paid plan this side, you pay per channel. So if you have Facebook and Instagram and you want to upgrade, it will only allow you to add one more. If you want to add another one, you pay $5 or something more. So this makes business sense. If you want to upgrade, just you pay once, you get everything.
Okay. Sorry, thank you. And then does are they able to also post in the group? Like if you have groups, can they, or is it only just like pages or profile pages?
Buffer posts in groups. Metricool, I haven't checked that feature yet, but I know Buffer has groups, which is why I signed up this site on Buffer.
Okay.
But you can use the free plan and just connect your group here. Yeah,
Okay.
it has to be, yeah, you have to be the admin of the group. But on Buffer, you actually can post like directly inside the group. Metricool, I haven't seen that feature.
Okay.
But
Thank
Metro,
you.
thank you so much. I think I like Metricool because it's the only one that actually connects the Google business profile. Actually, this one does it, but you see here when I get reviews, they actually come directly to Metricool. So whether it's a message from Instagram or Google or Facebook, it comes to one place. So it's very convenient. It's very convenient. If you creating your content from Canva, Canva is actually connected to Metricool, so you can schedule directly on Canva to Metricool, and then it will come to your calendar here. And then you'll see also your analytics. Yeah, you'll see also your analytics here. So it's very good. In fact, both of them are good with AI. Thank you, Mandy, for that question. Okay. Okay, so that is the marketing agent. So also another tool that is very agentic, I forgot. It will come back to me. It will come back to me. I actually forgot it. Marketing campaign agent. So that will be the AI agents through prompting. There are tools that actually do the workflow. I know Notion also does workflows. So it's very important what your goal is. I think there's a lot of tools, and we often get distracted. I almost say people get distracted, but we all get distracted by all these different new AI tools. It's important to know what your goal is, what you're trying to do, and find the tool that works for you. And the tool that works for you, that is the tool for you. So if using three different tools for the same thing uh, gets you distracted, then find one tool and then stick to it and be faithful to it so that you can actually make progress there. So here AI now helps you execute the entire process. So it's from answering to executing. And I actually saw this. I I think we did this example. Someone actually told me I attended a master class on Saturday. Let me just pull up the example. So I think I showed this example before. If you were here the last time, you can just if you were here the last time, you can just I did show this example before, but I think the example would actually fit with execution, not just answering. Okay, this is the AI assistant. Um, so the last time we spoke about, I connected AI to my Claude account. I connected Gmail to my Claude account. And someone actually on the weekend, I think this is it, part of automation. So for this example, I did show it the last time. Okay, here I said you are my AI assistant, executive AI assistant with access to my Gmail. So if you're using, I think ChatGPT has this feature, Claude has this feature, most tools have these features where you can actually connect your Gmail, your email account, and your calendar. So here I gave it this example to say it has to read my emails for the past 48 hours and give me these categories of that is urgent, if I have any meetings, if there's opportunities and leads, payments, notification, and newsletters. So those were the five categories that I actually did. So on Saturday, I actually attended a workshop, and we were doing this exercise because I think we have 90 days before June. So we are planning our 90 days, the goals that we want to do in 90 days. And the person that was facilitating the session, he actually encouraged us to use AI. And I'm thinking about it now, to actually take our 90-day goal, make it into 30 days, 24 hours, and then he said that give ChatGPT access to your email and ask it to hold you accountable and send you emails. So here, with this example, I said it should draft the response. If there's any response that I need, you see here I'm saying before sending any action or sending any emails, ask me for approvals. So here I'm just asking it to draft the response. So I'm saying, okay, go through my emails, see what needs to get done, and then draft the responses and follow ups. and you see Gmail search there is connected. So apparently you can also, if you're doing this type of integration, you can ask it to hold you accountable, and then it sends you reminders. Can you imagine getting an email from ChatGPT saying, today you said you were going to do this? So I thought about that now actually, and I remembered this example to say, because I remember someone asked me that if you actually wanted to respond, will it actually respond for you? Apparently it does. Some people do it. So you'll notice here, it found something and then it drafted this response that, okay, I think there was an invite, and then it wrote me this reply here. Now it can actually send it. So that's something that actually I remembered here, from answering to executing. And that's how far, and this is like the normal chat GPT that most people have access to. And most people are paying, but they're not actually getting the worth of the money that they're actually spending on chat GPT, or the value for the money that they're actually spending, because there's more you can do. You'll notice that we're paying the same amount and someone is using it as Google, and the other person is sending email reminders and executing big goals here. So the key takeaway here for today, I just wanted you guys to understand the prompt, the power of prompting, number one. So prompting, you ask it a question. If you need, I think we all know what prompting is. Assistant, you are assigning it a role. You're giving it more details there with an assistant. And then you have a GPT. So more of a reusable aspect. So this is an important team member that you are missing in your team. You can create that GPT on ChatGPT. You can find it online if it exists, because I'm sure it already does. And then there's the agent where it executes a workflow. So all this can be done from the prompt engineering tool that you use, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's Gemini, whether it's Grok, whether it's Powi.com. I did actually show that the last time. So these are things that you can implement depending on what your goal is. I always say it's important to be very specific with your goal when you're prompting, when you're using AI, because AI also does hallucinate. It sometimes it tells you things that are correct, and sometimes it goes out of its way to lie to you. It actually does, which is why um, I don't want to say you have to know what you're asking it to do, but also you have to be clear. You have to have intentions and goals to say, this is what I need from AI. And if it doesn't give you that, you have to challenge it. Go back with the follow up prompts and ask it to try again, to explain, to clarify, to choose alternative options, give it more context, and get the right answer from you. And if you're using AI tools such as Lovable, where you have to prompt and then it does something for you. If you're not sure if it's actually doing the right thing, you can just go there and say, before it implements, it needs to tell you what the problem is, how it plans on changing that. It's important. I think prompting is very important uh, with AI and whatever you want to do. So the GPT, Cleopatra, I think it was you. So with GPTs, if you want, let me actually read.